Hello friends, I hope you are well. Myself Dr. Mohammad Azim Bagban, Assistant Professor of Microbiology in CU Institute of Science, Ahmedabad, run by CU Ronak Foundation. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the basics about the viruses and the most pandemic disease nowadays, coronavirus. So let's have a look.
So let's have a look on the basics of virus and the coronaviruses. What are the viruses? So viruses are non-living entities which are very minute in size and become living when they enter in any host cells. So they are said to be a connecting chain between the living and the non-living. They have some properties of life but do not others. So the viruses is a non-cellular particle made up of a genetic material. It could be a DNA or RNA, and the protein this can be which can be useful to invade the living cells. Now the discovery of the viruses can infect all types of life forms from animal to plants to microorganisms including the bacteria and archaea. Dmitry Ivanovsky's 1892 article describing a non-bacterial pathogen infecting a tobacco plants. So before that 1892, people used to believe that bacteria are only responsible for the any disease and they are the only pathogenic. So the discovery of the first virus was a tobacco mosaic virus, and it was done by the Martinus Beijering in 1892. Certain characteristic of the viruses: they are non-living structures, non-cellular as well, have a protein coat called capsid as you can see in the diagram, have a nucleic acid core containing DNA or RNA, and they are capable of reproducing only when they are inside the host cell. So they cannot reproduce or they cannot make their own copy outside the host cell. They required any host cell. It could be a bacteria, it could be the human, it could be any life form, it could be the plant as well. Some viruses may have spikes to help to attach to the host cell, and the most of the viruses infect only the specific host cells. The viral shapes, there are mainly four viral shapes are there. First is helical, example is Ebola virus. Second is polyhedral, example is adenovirus. Third is a complex virus shape, example is bacteriophage. The name given bacteriophage is because it is a host specific and it is affecting the bacterial cell only. And the fourth one is a spherical, example is HIV as well as the coronavirus. Now this is the size of the viruses, the comparative size of the viruses. As you can see in the corner of this image, this is a human red blood cells which is about 10,000 nanometer in diameter, and this is the size of the E. coli bacteria which is about 3000 nanometer length and 1000 nanometer width. So these are the certain sizes of the viruses which are well known: adenovirus 90 nanometer, rhinovirus 30 nanometer, tobacco mosaic virus 250 nanometer, and this in the corner coronavirus which is about 120 nanometer average diameter. So you can see the size of the viruses with compared to the bacterial cell, they are very tiny and they can easily infect and invade the bacterial cell. Now how the viruses are entering into the host cell. So we will see the video from the 3D visuals and biohealth. uh, Viruses are having a plasma membrane structure or protein coat structure which will ultimately diffuse inside the plasma membrane of the host cell this way. So by diffusing this way, they are entering into the host cell. Now certain facts about the corona. So coronaviruses is a large family of the viruses. Most of the people used to believe that corona is a virus which comes in existence in 2019, but it is not true. Coronavirus is a large family of the viruses which are very known till this century, and the COVID-19 is the infectious disease caused by the most recently discovered the novel coronavirus. The most common symptoms of the COVID-19 are fever, dry cough, tiredness, and some patient may have aches and pains, nasal congestion, and sore throat, as well as diarrhea. Most of the people, about 80%, recover from the disease without needing any hospital treatment, and around 1 out of every 5 people who gets COVID-19 become seriously ill and develops difficulty in breathing. So the disease spread primarily from person to person through the small droplet of the nose or mouth. It clearly means that this particular virus is not spreading through any other body fluid. This is spreading through the coughing and sneezing only. If the person is having a corona positive and that particular person is sneezing or doing coughing, so whatever the small particle droplets are coming from the nose of that particular person is spreading the coronavirus. Till date, there is no vaccine and no specific antiviral medicines against the COVID-19. So whatever the doctors are doing, actually treating for the symptoms of the coronavirus. However, the people, particularly those with the serious illness, may need to be hospitalized so that they can be receive a life-saving treatment for the complications. And the possible animal source for the COVID-19 has not yet been confirmed, but research is ongoing. So most of the people are used to believe that the source of the coronaviruses are bad, or some people are used to believing that source of the coronaviruses are birds, but this is not true. The research is still ongoing. Certain myths about the coronavirus. Some people used to believe that 5G mobile networks is spreading the coronavirus. So this is not true. The fact is 5G mobile network do not spread COVID-19. Some people used to believe that exposure to the higher temperature or the sunlight will ultimately cure them with the coronavirus. So this is again not true. Fact is, exposure yourself to the sun or temperature higher than 25 degree does not prevent the coronavirus infection. Some people used to believe that once they are getting infected with the coronavirus will remain from the lifetime in the body. This is not true. Once they are recovered from the coronavirus, the virus will be moved out from the body. Some people used to believe that drinking alcohol will ultimately protect them from the coronavirus. This is again not true. Drinking alcohol does not protect you against the COVID-19 and it can be dangerous for you. Again, some people used to believe that cold weather and snow will ultimately kill the coronavirus. So again, I'm telling you that coronavirus, any viruses are not the living thing. So you cannot kill them and they are outside the body. So cold weather will ultimately not going to kill the coronavirus. Certain people also used to believe that mosquitoes are the transmission for the coronavirus. But this is again not true. The coronavirus cannot be transmitted through the mosquito bites. Some people also used to believe that ultraviolet light or ultraviolet disinfection lamps will ultimately kill the coronavirus, but this is not true. UV light or ultraviolet light will not kill the coronavirus, but ultimately it is harmful to your skin. Again, some people used to believe that whatever the thermal scanner are there or the thermal guns that doctors or the medical practitioners are using, that thermal gun is actually the detecting the COVID or the coronavirus. Again, that particular thermal detector or thermal scanners are just detecting the body temperature, if the person is having a fever or not, nothing else. They are not detecting the virus, whether the virus is there or not in the person's body. So this is again a myth that thermal detector are the scanner for the coronavirus. No, they cannot detect the coronavirus. Certain people are believing that spraying alcohol or the chlorine all over your body will ultimately kill the coronavirus. So I just want to tell you that once the virus has been entered into your body, it will spread to the lungs. So ultimately applying alcohol or the chlorine on your body surface is not going to kill the coronavirus because they are present into your lungs. Certain people used to believe that eating garlic will ultimately prevent the infection of the coronavirus. So again, this is not true. Garlic is a good source or a healthy food, I believe that, but ultimately it is not preventing. There is no as such evidence from the research that it can prevent the coronavirus infection. Certain people are believing that antibiotics are effective or preventing the coronavirus disease infection. Again, this is not true. Antibiotics are meant to be kill the bacteria only. They cannot treat or effective in the preventing the coronavirus infection. And certain people again used to believe that there are specific medicines are there, but no, there is no any specific medicines to prevent the coronavirus. There is no vaccine, but as we can make a social distancing, this is the only source that we can prevent the coronavirus. And there is no as such medicines for the preventing the coronavirus, but doctors are treating for the symptoms of the coronavirus. So these are my references for the lectures. Thank you so much. If you are having any query, you can write down in the comment section. Thank you.